Hi and welcome to another video update from the Fire Brigades Union. Once again here in the Union's head office in Kingston, London. We're joined by General Secretary Wrack to discuss a consultative ballot that the Union has now launched in regard to a pay offer. Now Matt, we have discussed this previously, although the dates are now in place. This follows an initial pay offer from our employers of 2%, which you rightly described as an insult. And then there's been a 5% revised offer, which is now getting put to members, direct to members. And the union's going to do this by way of a consultative ballot. So when does it start? When does it close? And what can members expect to receive?
Thanks, Tam. And well, before we do that, I think it's just worth reflecting on why we've got a different offer anyway. I think we were told back in the end of June, in advance of our pay settlement day in July, that we were being offered a 2% pay rise. We were told at the time that was it, that was all there was. The only reason we've got any movement at all is because of the determination and the anger that our members have expressed out on the ground. It's the meetings we've had, the votes, the anger that has been expressed, and that has been fed through, and the employers have felt that they had to change their position. So that's why we've got here. The Executive Council, as we've said, have discussed that, is recommending that people should reject it, but the members will decide. So we're engaging now in what is called a consultative ballot, i.e. we'll ballot members. That will run for quite a short period from Monday the 31st of October to Monday the 14th of November, so 2 weeks. It will be done by a mixed process of paper balloting through the post, but where we have people's email addresses, people will be emailed and can vote online. Anyone can vote online, but primarily people who've registered their email with the union. So very easy process to do, a very quick way of consulting members.
And hence the 2-week period. And that's because this isn't a formal ballot that's covered under trade union legislation, is that correct?
You know, yeah, if we were to ballot for industrial action, for a strike or whatever, then obviously we've got to follow various legal steps. For this is purely for our own information, so the Executive Council can assess that and make decisions about what we do next. So it's a FBU only decision making, and members are encouraged to participate mainly through the online process, and I'd encourage people even at this stage to register their email with the union.
Okay Matt, now you did mention that the Executive Council is recommending to members that they reject this 5% offer. Again, just for the people watching this, can you set out why that recommendation is placed? I mean, why reject?
Well, as I say, we were told in June that 2% was the final offer. We're now told that 5% is the final offer. There's no more money. We know that we need to press government to put some money in to fund our service and therefore also fund our pay rises. But the biggest single factor is this, that a 5% pay increase at this time is a pay cut, and it's the biggest pay cut we've had in many years. Inflation just this week has been announced has risen again over 10%, 10.1% according to the government's measure of inflation. So we're talking about a 5.1% or so pay cut that is being proposed by our employers. The Executive Council is very clear. It's not our job as a union to tell our members to take pay cuts. It's our job as a union to say to our employers and to the government, you need to put money in, you need to give our members a decent pay rise. We're sick and tired of being told to tighten our belts. We're sick and tired of seeing our families suffer the consequences of austerity. We need a pay rise, and that's what we're fighting for.
No, absolutely, which then begs the question, come the 14th of November, the consultative ballot closes. If members follow the Executive's recommendation and reject it, what next? Strike?
Yeah, I think the Executive Council has been clear to members in our communications that that would be the next stage we would then consider. We'll assess the outcome of the ballot. I would urge strongly people that you vote in the ballot and that you vote to reject. That's the way we can carry on with this campaign. We need to send a very strong message to our employers, to government, that we're not giving up. We want a decent pay rise. And voting reject is the way to deliver that. And then we'll discuss the next phase, which would be a ballot for industrial action. And there's more complex processes to go through when we get to that.
Matt, thanks very much indeed. So it's a very strong message there from the Union's General Secretary. Don't forget the ballot opens on Monday the 31st of October and closes on Monday the 14th of November. Now for more information on this issue, and also the steps you can take to register your email address, you can go to our website www.fbu.org.uk, and there's a special page called Fair Pay or Fire Strike. So next time, thanks for joining us, and Matt, thanks so much indeed.
Thanks, Tam. Thanks, everyone.